Welcome to the ninth module of this program. And in this module, we are going to talk about closing deals and sales coaching. Now, if you remember in the module 7 as well, wherein we talked about the conversion system, I told you like this is one of the most important modules along with module 9. So, if you see module 7 and module 9, if you grasp, understand, and make sure like you know everything about these two modules, and if you apply whatever is said in this module, I can guarantee you that you can close 10 to 12 deals within the next 10 to 12 months. So that roughly goes around one deal a month, and I can guarantee you that you can do that. Okay, now please understand whatever I am saying after this very carefully. See, I've spent over $5 million on paid ads. Okay, so that means over 40 crores. And I've worked with over 100 plus clients. And if you ask me, in the lead generation space, the difference between people making millions of dollars or crores of rupees and people not making or barely making enough is understanding the conversion system. Okay, that's it. Because honestly, about 20 to 30% agencies in the market. I mean, I guess 20 to 30 is a good number. I shouldn't be that optimistic. I mean, 10% of agencies in the market, they can give you leads. Okay, I can say you they can give you okayish leads. This is what I can say. But no one talks about closing deals and no one talks about conversion system. Absolutely no one talks about this. That is the reason why, people say like, hey, I've worked with agencies and I haven't got anything. The point is, if you understand how the conversion journey takes place, and if you understand this art and science of converting online leads, that's it. You can generate crores of revenue by closing online deals. Okay, so again repeating myself, module 7th and module 9th, these are most important modules in the entire program. Okay, so now without wasting any time, I'll dig deep into it. Now, first, let us understand you as an interior designer. What is the difference between an online lead and a referral lead? Okay, let us take the same example that I'm taking again and again. Here is Aditya, here is Rahul, and here is an interior designer, Vishal. Okay, so Vishal has worked for Rahul, and Vishal has done interiors in Rahul's house. Okay, so now whenever I, as an Aditya who is like Rahul's friend, I just go in and talk with Rahul and tell him that, hey, I want to get interior done. Okay, and I saw that you have like interior done in your house. Then Rahul tells me like, hey, you can see this. So Rahul shows me your work. So Rahul shows Vishal's work. Rahul talks good things about Vishal. Rahul says like, hey, Vishal has done an amazing work. He does the work on time, and I really loved him. Okay, and then Rahul sends me Vishal's contact number. And then I, Aditya, who has already heard a lot of things about Vishal, I have already known like Vishal is a person who has done work for my friend Rahul. And when I go and talk with Vishal, I am already sold. I am already sold because I trust Vishal because he has worked for my friend. I have already heard good things about Vishal, and my friend acts like someone who makes sure like Vishal is a good person, Vishal is a trusted company, and I can go and work with Vishal. So this is how like a referral lead comes to you. So ideally you don't have to take a lot of efforts in closing referral leads. Okay, and that is one of the core reasons why you never have to do any sales. You never have to do any hardcore sales. Okay, now to give you like example in my own business, now let me show you my Upwork profile and tell you the core difference. Okay, so for example, here you can see there is this particular person who has already seen my Upwork profile. This person knows about my background. This person has read all the testimonials, everything that I have, and this person has approached me, like he tells me like, hey, he has some requirements, and he just saw my profile and he thinks like, I could be a good guy to work with him. So then I just reply to him, we just get on a call, and I close this person immediately. I mean, I close this person on a single call. It is not a lot of effort at all, because the thing is, this person already knows things about me. This person has a lot of trust that has been already built based on my social proof, based on the testimonials, all those things. This person has a requirement and this person has reached out to me. Okay, now if I compare this, like all this, with the leads that come from the ads that we run for our business. Okay, so these are like the leads, or these are the ads that we, these are the people that have come from the ads that we run from for our business. If I treat this person who already has like, heard good things about me and all those things, to someone who has just came from an advertising, I would never be able to close deals. I would never be able to close deals, because the point is, I am treating two different persons in a similar manner. Someone who has come from a referral, who has already know good things about you, who has heard good things about you, to someone who is totally new. Because online lead has zero idea about you and your business. So let's say whenever I am running ads for my own business, these people have zero idea about who I am. These people have zero idea about the company. These people have zero idea about my background. So in that case, I cannot ever treat referral leads with online leads. And the number one mistake and number one reason why people fail, the number one reason why people fail to convert online leads, is because they treat online leads similar to referral leads. And that is the reason why they fail. They fail always. Because the point is, someone who has come from online has no idea about who you are. And I am repeating this 100 times because I want you to treat the other person in a similar manner. This person has no idea about you. This person has no idea about your business. This person has no idea about your background. So even if you have worked with 100 plus clients like I am, even if you have so much of experience, this person does not have idea about anything. So it's your responsibility to make sure like this particular person is educated, this particular person knows about you, and all those things. Okay, which brings me to my second pointer, which is trust, which is the trust factor. Now in the case of referral leads, the trust factor is already built up. Now in my case, if I give you that particular example, Aditya, Rahul and Vishal, whenever Aditya is talking to Vishal, who is an interior designer, his trust is already built up because Rahul has referred to him and Aditya has seen Rahul's work and Aditya trusts Rahul. So this trust is already built in referral leads. But with online leads, this trust needs to be earned. This trust needs to be earned in the online leads, and this can be done by our conversion system. Right, all the steps that we take place, all the steps that we follow in the conversion system is just to build this particular trust. Now how will this trust be built up? Okay, for example, when the person gets the call from your company, the first call from your company, this is where the cycle to build trust starts. So let's say whenever the person gets a call, then the person who is calling introduces and tells him that, hey, I am Vishal speaking from XYZ Interiors. So that is like your first interaction where trust starts to get, build up. Whenever, let's say, like the person talks with you and he books an appointment. So after an appointment is booked, let's say you send him all the previous works that you have done. Okay, you send him all the client's testimonial that you have previously worked with. So before you just go in and talk with him, you have first of all called with him and built up the trust. Secondly, once he confirms the appointment or the site visit, before visiting the site, you send him your previous client's work, you send him the details about your company, you send him any kind of testimonials that you have. So that builds up the trust. Okay, now once you go and do the site visit, on the site visit, if you talk with the person in such a way that you have to earn his trust, you treat that particular person as someone who has no idea about your business. You tell him all the small things. You tell him all the large things. You tell him everything about you. You tell him everything about the company. Once you do this particular thing, then when you go in and submit a proposal, and in the proposal as well, you mention all the small things, you mention all the large things, you mention everything, and you talk to that person in such a way that this person has no idea about you, then the trust will start to build up, and then eventually you will close the deal. Okay, but the problem with 99.99% people is like they never know about this concept of trust. They don't know that this trust needs to be earned. They don't know about it. They have never ever heard about these concepts because all their life they have just talked to referral leads. Okay, as they have just talked to referral leads, they have never done hardcore sales. They have never done hardcore sales. Personally, for me, when I started running ads for my own business, like that was very difficult for me. Okay, because I did not know a lot about these concepts, and I got my start from freelancing platforms. And on freelancing platforms, if you can see like this, already a lot of trust is built out because these people have already seen and heard and know all the good things about me. So all these things are already built out. But when I started running ads for my business, I realized like, hey, there is like zero trust. I am a total stranger. So once I started treating the other person like, hey, that is a stranger, and it's my responsibility to make sure like this stranger knows everything about me, knows everything about my business, and this stranger has every idea that he needs to make decision, then I can go in and close deals. Okay. Now, once you understand this, once you understand this trust, once you understand how this trust can be built by the convergence system step by step, then we can go in and talk about the next pointer, which is understanding people's psychology of delaying a decision. Okay. Now, this is where once you understand that, hey, once I've understood that, hey, I'm just going to build up trust and going to go in and do hardcore sales. This is where you need to understand the people's psychology of delaying a decision. Okay, and I will tell you why people have this psychology and how exactly you can overcome that. First, let us understand the people's psychology of delaying a decision. Okay, the first thing is people want to avoid making decisions. People want to avoid making financial decisions. People want to avoid making emotional decisions. People want to avoid making decisions that are related to relationship. People want to avoid making all kinds of decisions, even if they are good for them. Okay, even if these things are good for them, people want to avoid making decisions. Right? Now let us understand the stages of how a person works out. Okay, so the first thing is, let us take an example of interior lead. Okay, the person thinks about doing interior for his business. Okay, so let's say 1st of May, the person has a thought that he is going to get interior work done for his business. Okay, then let's say the second point is he does some basic research, or he gathers his requirement. That is the second step. The third step is where maybe it's he just knows that he wants to get interior work done. He has done his research, he has his requirement, and he's just waiting. He's just waiting for the right time. I don't know what that right time is. Then comes the fourth step where he's actively looking to get work done. Okay, and this is the stage where he talks to his friends or family members, or he's looking for someone who, or basically is looking for some referral. So as in he's looking to talking with his friends and asking them like, hey, do you know any good interior designer or something like that. So you need to understand that whenever we are running ads, okay, we can catch people in all the four stages. We can catch person who has just started to think about running ads, not running ads, sorry. We can just catch people who is just thinking about getting interior work done. We can catch people in this phase who have already done some research, they know the requirement. We can catch people in this phase wherein they are just waiting for that, and we can catch people in this phase wherein they want to get done work very actively. I mean, they just want to make sure like, hey, I'm just looking for an interior designer. I know my requirements. I know everything. I just want to get work done. Okay. Now, whenever people reach this phase, which is the fourth phase, all they are looking for is like a good deal. Right? They are just looking for a good deal. And let's say when you as an interior designer, when you talk with these people, these guys are easy closes. Okay, I mean, it does not take a lot of effort to close these people, right? But one thing that I want to know, or one thing that I want you guys to understand is like, whenever people get to you from a referral, okay, these guys have passed this stage. So you understand this stage 4, which is beyond this. So these guys have just already made a decision. They have like sorted out their finances. They have done all those things. So I mean, they are a little ahead of this fourth stage, wherein these guys have already made up their mind. These guys have already made up their mind. So this is what a referral lead is, right? So that person has already made up their mind. The trust factor that we talked about previously is also built up. So the close is very easy. So that is the reason why you don't struggle a lot to close these leads. But once you run ads, you get people from all the 4 stages. Not this one stage, but this stage as well, who is just thinking, this stage as well, who has gathered his requirement, this stage wherein he's just waiting, and this stage who wants to get work done actively. Right? So it's your responsibility to understand that, hey, there are first of all these 4 stages that exist in market, and whenever you run ads, you catch people in this stage. So you need to understand that if you are talking with a person who is in, let's call it that stage 1, so S1, S2, S3 and S4. Okay, if you are talking with people in any of these 3 stages, okay, these people would find a way to delay a decision, right? These guys want to delay their decision about getting their work done because they are not yet to this particular 4th stage wherein they want to get work done right now, right? So that is the reason why these guys are in a position wherein they would like to delay their decisions, right? So in this phase, you need to understand that you need to give them a reason to act now. So let's say you spoke with a person on 26th of May 2024 and he likes his work, he likes you, he likes everything. Now even after all these things, he is looking to way to delay this decision. Right, he's looking for a way to delay this decision, and it's your responsibility to understand that, hey, at these people are maybe from S1, S2 or S3 stage. These guys are looking to delay a decision. This is where I need to make sure I give them a reason to act now. Right, and this reason to act now, it's something that we discuss in the offer creation. And this particular offer creation segment is where we are giving them a reason to act now. So these people who are from S1, S2, S3 and S4, these 3 people from S1 to S3, we are giving them a decision or we are giving them a reason to act now. Okay, and how exactly are we giving them a reason to act now? By creating an offer. Okay, by creating an offer. Now, I will tell you 3 simple ways as an interior designer you can make your attractive offer. The first thing is very simple. You can give them discounts. Let's say you submitted a proposal for 15 lakhs and you tell to that person that, hey, today is 26th of May and if you take the decision within the next 7 days or 14 days, I will give you a 5% discount or I will give you a 10% discount on this entire project. And in this way, you tell this person that if you commit me a token amount of 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees or something like that, if you give me that particular token amount and if you take the decision in next 7 days or 14 days, I'm giving this 10% discount. Trust me, you will close deals in a much higher manner. Because this person now has a clear deadline, this person has a clear timeline, and he has now a reason to act right now. Okay, the second thing is gifts. If you say to that person that, hey, as you have come from this special offer, if you take the decision in the next 7 days or 14 days, you will get a 55-inch LED TV worth 30,000 or worth 40,000 as a free gift from us. Now, if you do that, that particular person who was from stage 1 to stage 3, he has a decision to act now. He has a decision to give you token amount because he knows that, hey, I'm going to get this special gift and after 7 days or 14 days, I won't get that. Now, the third thing would be you can add any type of special add-on like, hey, if you take the decision in the next 7 days or 14 days, I will do this one work extra for free. I will do this particular closet for free. I'll do this particular bed for free. I'll do this any particular thing for free. Okay. Now, please don't worry about the money that you will spend on these particular offer creations or discounts or gifts because this is what we are going to already include in our prices. So don't worry about it. So let's say whenever a person is giving you a deal worth 20 lakhs and you are spending 20,000 discount or giving you 20,000 worth of gifts, that is not a bad deal. Right? So if you understand that you are giving a people a reason to act right now by creating an offer, this is where you are going to close deals like crazy. Okay. And if you don't create an offer, if you don't give them a reason to act right now, then people are going to find a way to delay that decision. That's it. Then you are going to hear things like, oh, मेरे को 1 महीने बाद bill लो, or connect with me after 1 month, or connect with me after 2 months, or things like that. Okay. So understand this concept. Once you create a proper offer and give them a reason to act now, right now, then you are going to make sure like you are going to close a lot of deals. With that being said, we complete this particular module and let us do a quick recap. So in this particular module about closing deals and sales coaching, we talked about the difference between online leads and referrals. We talked about the trust factor and how exactly you can build trust factor. We talked about the people's psychology of delaying their decisions, and we talked about the different stages in which people are in the buying process. And we also talked about the offer creation. We also talked about how exactly you can give people a reason to act now and give the token amount to you. So I hope that you got a lot of value from this particular module, and see you in the next one.